Good afternoon, and what an afternoon it is. It is Thursday here in St. Cloud, Minnesota. It is January 16th, and it is about 30 degrees Fahrenheit, just about 0 degrees Celsius today. And it is quite sunny, some clouds, but quite a beautiful January afternoon. Let's get right into it. Today, we are reviewing Taco Bell. And we are reviewing the cheesy dipping burritos, as well as the steak garlic nacho fries today. So, and on top of that, we are also reviewing their dirty Baja Blast. I know Taco Bell has a Southwest thing going on with it, but we got a Mountain Dew with some cream in it. We're getting a little Mormon with it. We're gonna start with the food, and then we'll move on to the drinks. So let's just go for it. Looks like each of the burritos each order of the burritos comes with two of them. Two of each little flavor. Let's see here. There we go. And then, like I said, they come in steak or they come in chicken. And then they come with a choice of sour cream. Looks like this is a chipotle sauce. And then a nacho cheese, which I didn't go for the other two. I feel like we know what's going on with that. There's not a lot of questions to be answered here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be biting into a steak or a chicken here, but we're just going to go for it and we'll review. Here we go. I should try it without. Looks like that's our chicken. And right off the bat, it's pretty pleasant. It's very crispy, as I'm sure you can see and assume based on the color. And not a lot to describe in here. It's chicken, it's cheese. Looks like all the sauce that would go with it is on the side here. Got a little bit of a crust on the outside, kind of like the grilled cheese burrito. And let's try it with the sauce now. Okay, that is very pleasant. Sauce is, I'm assuming it's the sour cream based thing. Maybe some mayonnaise. And some spices in there. Very straightforward, very good. Adds a little bit of a tang and just a little bit of extra flavor on there. Chicken itself is already pretty flavorful, though. I think it's pretty heavy seasoned. Let's not waste any time, and let's try out the steak here. This one's a little stuck to the foil on there. Watch out for that if you're so influenced by this video. Looks pretty similar to me. All right, that's kind of fun, isn't that? Oh, don't want to drop that. Okay. Gonna try it without the sauce again, then we'll go in with that sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick pause and a review here. My gut feeling is I think I'm more with the chicken. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater of the Taco Bell steak. I just think the texture of the chicken cheesy dipping burrito is just a little bit more cohesive, and I don't know, it just kind of feels like that's what it's supposed to be. I feel like the steak feels like a substitution, even though it's, you know, one of the advertised options. That's my personal opinion. I think I'm more immediately drawn to that chicken. The steak, it's not as like, because it's not pulled like the chicken is, you see. So I think it just has a bit more of like, it has some more textural challenges than the chicken option does. Let's take a quick hiatus here from food, and let's try this dirty Mountain Dew. Got our straw. And here's our Mountain Dew. Some squirrels outside. Now, I think you can roughly imagine what Mountain Dew Baja Blast with cream in it might taste like. If you've had, I know there's some kind of like milk soda products, like a Milkus. If you've had that, it's probably quite familiar to you. I think it's just a tad creamier. It's pretty sweet. It's Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I can't really get into it too much more than that. So, last but not least, let's taste the steak garlic nacho fries. These were all about $5 on the menu, by the way, each order. And they give you a, it's pretty saucy, so they do give you a fork to taste these, and we're gonna try that out here, because that seems to be what they're suggesting. And on here comes the standard nacho fries, sour cream, and then it's some pico de gallo, and I think they add some lettuce in there, unless that's part of their pico, I don't know. And then steak. So I'm awaiting the garlic element of this. Maybe that'll just be, you know, become self-evident once I taste it, but let's not make unfounded statements. I will say I'm more impressed by this than the standard nacho fry arrangement. I know there's a lot of hype around Taco Bell nacho fries, and they're very beloved. It's not really something that excites me, not really something I order ever. This is fun. I don't know. It's $5. I feel like this is a good amount of, you know, just mass here. And the flavor is quite good. The garlic is self-evident upon tasting it. So I'm really glad I didn't speak for the garlic element just based on visuals. And yeah, I mean, it's Taco Bell steak, nacho fries, pico sour cream cheese. You've had all of these things separately. This is what Taco Bell really excels at, in my opinion, is just rearranging things that are already on the menu and then really making a big deal out of putting them together. And I feel like they've landed that here. I think this is good. I think this is fun. And I'd say go for it. I think final collected thoughts. I'm really big on that cheese dipping burrito, but I like the chicken. Steak's fine. I mean, you can try both of them. $5 an order for either way. I think it's pretty reasonable. Get two of them. I think it's a pretty all right deal. And I can't really speak for the other dipping sauces, but they've already been on the menu. They're nacho cheese, the sour cream. I'm not particularly curious. So I went for that Chipotle. I think it's quite pleasant. So for the chicken cheesy dipping burrito, I'm going to give that like a strong 8, actually. Maybe even a light 9. And the steak cheesy dipping burrito, I'm going to give that... I don't want to go too low on it, because it's pretty comparable. It's not like I don't like it. I think it's a strong 7, light 8, maybe. Like, I think it could be almost equal. It really just depends on, you know, how much you love Taco Bell steak, I guess. So that's my rating. I think the cheesy dipping burritos are both quite good. Chicken is slightly better. This Dirty Mountain Dew is pretty, I don't know. I don't think it's very special. I think it's like $1 more, which seems a little silly to me. So I don't know. It's kind of just, would I recommend it? I don't know. But if I'm going to give it a rating, stock Baja Blast is, it's a pretty good Mountain Dew. I think that's a strong 8. And I think the dirty one, I mean, I think it's an improvement, especially if you're like ordering this at a fast food place and you kind of want to have something that you're not just going to drink at home, because they sell Baja Blast at stores. I'm not really excited by Baja Blast. So, you know, fuck it. I'll give it a 9. A light 9. Light 9. Don't get crazy. But like, I'll give it a 9. And then finally, for those steak garlic nacho fries, I think, honestly, I'm not a fan of base nacho fries. I would give those like a weak 4. Like, just not something I would ever order. But this, however, I would give this maybe like a strong 7 even. And I would recommend ordering it as part of, you know, perhaps your next Taco Bell order. I think it's quite a good menu item. So that concludes everything. Cheesy dipping burritos, quite pleasant. Steak garlic nacho fries, quite pleasant. Baja Blast with cream in it. That's what it is. And rest in peace, David Lynch.